Hi Geminis, time for tarot, here to do your reading for the month of May. This is going to resonate for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you haven't already, go ahead, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. Give me a big thumbs up. Links will be in the description box down below for the tarot and oracle decks I've used as well. So Gemini, what do we got going on for the month of May? What can we expect for Gemini throughout the month of May, beloved? For Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Whoa! We have the Queen of Cups in reverse, okay? You might be having a hard time recognizing the love that you have in your life. You may have recently lost the feminine side to love. You've lost that nurturing side of yourself. You may have been very cold in the recent past. You may have had to walk away from an Aries or a fire sign. If not either, it could be someone who was in charge, someone that was authority, someone who could be a job situation as well. You felt like your needs, you weren't being emotionally fulfilled in a job environment. It could have been a boss that you just did not connect with very well, and they made your job environment very rocky. Okay, you do have the Hangman here. So I see that you have been in this stuck energy, kind of like a Pisces. The Hangman is Piscean energy here. You have been reflecting on this for a long time. So for the Geminis out there that do want to leave a job, if you have not left this job already, may not be a job, it could be a partnership as well with the Emperor here. Could be someone who you just know is very secure. They're secure, yet they may have not been secure in the recent with the Emperor in reverse. This could be you not feeling very secure in your own emotions, not knowing what step to take next. With the Hangman here, this is that stuck energy. You've been really thinking about this deep reflection for a long time. You've been getting a lot of spiritual insight. You may be connected with your spirit guides during this time, your religion as well. Beloved, why has Gemini been so stuck in the recent? You have the Sun in reverse. So yeah, definitely not experiencing your happiness. So you're definitely not happy somewhere. Where is it Gemini isn't happy? What's not fulfilling Gemini, beloved? What is it that isn't giving Gemini the happiness they deserve? Beloved, what is it that isn't fulfilling Gemini? The Hermit. So I think this part of yourself, you've lost this part of yourself that you're having a hard time rediscover. And the Sun, this has to do with children. It's a Leo card here, 5th house energy. So I think a lot of you Geminis would have a lot of fun in the recent months, recent years, the past years growing up. And I see that you're having a hard time having that fun, experiencing that child like adventure that you used to. And you could just be on this stump right now on this spiritual journey. You might have recently had a spiritual awakening as well, and that will inflict and make it where you're not on that path of fun anymore. You're kind of just like focused on getting your emotional side and like your anxiety and your depression and everything that comes along with it. You do have the Fool here in the Chariot, so you do have the desire to move forward. You have the desire to adventure further, to start experiencing new fun again. You have another Aries here, so some of you Geminis can be resonating with a Aries or fire sign as well. I am going to be pulling Astro dice, so we will see which zodiac sign you are connected to as well. So with the Chariot in reverse, you're just having a really hard time finding that motivation and finding that strength to keep pushing, to keep adventuring and keep striving for new experiences and new goals, new aspirations. And that's not like you, Gemini, because you're always ready for the next move. You're always thinking about the next adventure, the next thing to step into. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. So this has a lot to do with karma as well. So this was just a really strong karmic period for you Geminis, where you really had to just take this time out to go about what is going to fulfill you best emotionally, because that is really what is going to make your mark here. If you're not fulfilled emotionally, this happiness is going to go out the window. Okay, you have the Four of Swords here. So some of you Geminis may want to communicate something. Let's see. What's this communication here? You're really thinking about how you're going to communicate it, though. So with the Four of Swords, you're laying down and you're reflecting on how you're going to go about this communication. So that's deep, deep insight. So let's see what's going to be communicated here for Gemini. Okay, so this could be the communication with yourself as well. We have the Nine of Pentacles here, and that is in reverse. So that's you not recognizing that independence that you once had. You Geminis can be very independent, okay? Very goal-driven, and you're having a hard time. It's just a lot of lack of motivation here, Gemini. Victory. That's very good for you Geminis, because with this lack of motivation here, you are going to gain the strength to push forward and strive for your goals to be met. So with the victory card here, that's you picking up, ready, being victorious in the situation. So you are going to come out on top, Gemini. You really have to take this time out to really journey in, so you can be your best self when you put your pentacle into that next situation. So you really have to nurture yourself and make sure that you're secure before you step into this whole new atmosphere. And it's a slow journey with the Knight of Pentacles, but with it being in reverse, I see that it's already here. You're not on that journey anymore. You're already at that destination. So this victory is going to come in very soon, Gemini. If not, it has already. Yeah, you need to be open. Don't be so closed off. It's time to be vulnerable with it in reverse here, because there is a lot of communication that's going to be coming through, and it could be the communication that you've been wanting for a really long time as well. With the Justice card here, this is all communication, and this is oh wow, okay, so this is just like step 1, step 2, step 3 of the communication. So this is the intellectual thought, the thought of making the communication. This is the act, coming from a mature standpoint. You're ready to have that discussion, and then this is like a very beneficial weighed outcome. So like it's gonna be equal give and take, this discussion here. And it could have to do with the relationship as well. With the Lovers in reverse, it possibly has to do with connection that you are not in anymore, and the Star card here. So this is something you've been thinking about, wishful thinking on for a long time. So this is an emotional connection that you've been wanting to have a communication about. So for you Geminis that have been waiting for someone to come through, air sign or just thorough communication, it is going to be coming in for you Gemini. So let's go to the Astro dice. Let's see which zodiac signs. I'm going to draw it 3 times, so we'll get to see an accurate representation, and it'll be Sun, Moon, Rising as well. So you have Aquarius. Some of you Geminis could be connecting with an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Leo. What did I say? Fire. And Virgo. Oh, excuse me, Scorpio. Okay. And let's see. What is lurking in the shadow side of Gemini? What is lurking in the shadows of Gemini that must come to the light, beloved? What is lurking in the shadows of Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising that must come to the light? What is lurking in the shadow side of Gemini that must come to the light, beloved? See what's lurking in Gemini's shadows that must come to the light. We have transgression, flaws, contradictions, and mistakes. So this is you improving. This is you taking your lessons that you learned, like I said, and growing and improving from them. So that's you making yourself a better person from the mistakes, from the deep reflection that you've taken in. This could be you in a relationship as well. This relationship had to take a time out. You guys really had to take a time away from each other in order to be a better version of each other for that relationship. So you really had to focus on your flaws and the mistakes that you have made. You really had to accept that reality of the situation in order to be better versions of each other for that relationship. You have ancient ancestry, Egypt, and magical inheritance. So that's really good. Some of you Geminis may get a windfall of income that may come in. You may be heavily connected to your ancestors during this time. You have call for help, reach out, need for backup, admit your needs. This could have to do with your ancestry as well. You have people watching over you, Gemini. You have guardians, you have your spirit guides that are there for you. All you have to do is ask for them, and they are a step away. They're always with you, Gemini. Some of you Geminis that have lost a loved one in the past, okay, this is for Geminis that have already lost someone that was close to them. This person is with you always. They're always watching over you, and they're always there to assist you whenever you need them. Any other messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising? What is lurking in their shadow side that must come to the light, beloved? What is lurking in Gemini's shadows that must come to the light? Wow. You have death rites. Saying goodbye, formal occasion, and honoring lives. And you have the number 11 here. So that is a new beginning. So there's some new beginning that wants to come in, but something has to die. Some old patterns, some old way of thinking, an old relationship, an old job. It's going to resonate with whomever and however it does resonate. Something must die, okay? So this is the death card here. Yeah, and I think a lot of it has to do with your past, the past relationships you've been in, the way they've scarred you. You kind of take them into your next partnerships, your next relationships. You think your friendships are going to be the same way. This is you lacking that trust and needing to let that go and just trust that there's better people that are guided on your path that'll be a better representation for you. Does that make sense, Gemini? Okay, and we're going to do the Whispers of Love. I don't do this deck as often, so we're going to throw this one in here. So how can Gemini bring a more flowing state of love into their life? Beloved, how can Gemini bring a more flowing state of love into their life? What do the angels want Gemini to know regarding love? How can they bring more love into their life? How can Gemini bring a more flowing state of love into their life? Beloved, how can Gemini bring a more flowing state of love into their life? Okay, so you have, sorry, these cards keep falling, I'm sorry. So we have, I love you. These are powerful words. And I love you does make a very big difference, because when you say I love you to a plant or flower, for instance, words are energy. And when you speak to, I know this is going to sound really weird, but just listen, okay? So say you have a plant or a flower or garden. You go out there and you say, I love you. You are so beautiful. Just say the most kind, caring affirmations to these plants and flowers, and you will see a huge, substantial difference in the way they appear in the following weeks coming up. And don't take my word for it. Just try it, okay? You have demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. So when you find out what really makes a person joyful, the little things that makes them happy, that's what you can do in order to demonstrate love. So there's other ways the universe wants you to know. There's other ways to demonstrate love other than just saying I love you or kissing or hugging. Just kind acts that you know that the person is gonna like and take into consideration. That's a way to demonstrate love. You also have love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So when you truly love a person and when you're truly with someone and want to be with this person, love endures no matter the past. So whether there is a storm, a hurricane, a tornado, you are going to keep pushing and striving through that relationship because you trust that that is your person and you truly faithfully want to be with them. You have the numbers 20, 48, 43, 34, 84, and 2. So take how those numbers resonate with you, Gemini. You also have practice compassion, see things from a fresh perspective. So for you Geminis that are saying goodbye to a relationship or a job, practice compassion here. So see things from a fresh perspective. So just look at it as an all-loving perspective. Don't look down, don't look too high, don't make your standards too high, don't make your standards too low. Just be compassionate, be appreciative of it, what the universe brings in for you, and trust that this is the path that you were meant to be on. Geminis, let me know how this reading resonates with you. It was a little different than most of my readings. Let me know whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job. I would really love to hear your guys' feedback. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give me a big thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you're notified when I release the videos. Also, links will be in the description box down below for the tarot and oracle decks I have used if you'd like to purchase those. Bye, Gemini.